What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Real quick, just want to go over two different stocks, quick breakdowns of some plays we caught the other day in the trading group. Super dope plays, super easy. I think you'll learn a lot from this video. Just, because for one, if you don't really have a day trading strategy or you're still having trouble kind of understanding price action, this video will definitely help you. So check this out. So the other day, not today but yesterday, which was Tuesday, we caught Plug, right? Plug had really good news. Pre-market, you can see this shaded area. The stock jumped during the pre-market, went from, what is this, 25.55, and to its highest point it went all the way to 28.23. Now it jumped pre-market, but it also started coming right back down as the pre-market started to go towards its end. And at 9:30 the stock dropped, right? It continued to sell off from its highs at 28.23 up here, right? So when it fell off, when it started selling off, I was like, okay, I'm gonna look for a bottom. Plug has good news. I think once we hit a bottom, we can definitely reverse, and that's what we ended up doing, as you can see. But how did I know it was going to reverse? Now, for me, anytime a stock has a sharp drop, I expect there to be some type of reversal, especially if they have good news. But it's all about timing and execution, right? Because it's pretty easy to I think this will reverse once it finds its bottom. But if you don't know how to execute, it can be a lot harder. Now let's see. Right here. So how did I know that this was the bottom? So one thing I looked for was, as you can see, the price started wicking a lot towards this 26.41 level, right? It tried to break, couldn't break. It tried to break, it couldn't break. It tried to break, it couldn't break 3 times. And on this third candle was when I called Plug in the trading group. I said, guys, I'm hopping in Plug calls, gave them a call out, the price I got in at. And as you can see, Plug ended up going crazy the first half of the day, right? It went all the way back up to 28.23, which was the pre-market high. Now, me personally, I did not stay in that long, but a few people in the chat did, and it was a really great play. I mean, over 100% for a lot of people in the chat, so that was really dope. But you can see, just check this out, right? Sell off, but we have good news. Wait for the bottom. Okay, this looks like the bottom because the price cannot go any lower, even though it's trying. Hop in calls, and we reap the reward on the upside. Now, you may wonder, Isaac, what happens if the price doesn't go higher? But what if it goes under that level, even after trying so many times? It eventually, what happens if it eventually goes under? Well, I get out the play. Simple as that, right? So I hop in right here on this candle. My stop loss under 26.41, and as long as it doesn't go under 26.41, then I'm good. And as you can see, we caught a lot of upside. Now today, which is Wednesday, we caught Microsoft. Now Microsoft didn't necessarily have any good news, but the market sold off, right? As soon as the market opened, it immediately sold off. And actually, let me go on here, because when I mean the market, most of the time I am talking about SPY. Right, so if we look at SPY today, let me get rid of this. Right, so when we look at SPY, you can see that SPY, as soon as SPY opened, it kind of, the bears and the bulls were fighting for the first 10 minutes, and then it completely sold off. It went from, at its highest point, it was at 447.50, and it went all the way down to 444.40. So when I say the market sold off, I'm talking about SPY, right? So you can see that Microsoft did the same exact thing. Now, Microsoft didn't really have any news that I was aware of. I just figured that it was, tanking with the market. But you can see here, the same exact situation with Plug. It started to find a bottom. So when it started to find a bottom, I was like, you know what? I was actually on live trading, and one of the members was like, yo, you should just look at Microsoft. And I was like, let me look at Microsoft. Microsoft looked like it was finding a bottom, and it was showing a lot of strength, because at this time, SPY is still, SPY was still going down for the most part, tried to make some lows around 444.38, but Microsoft was holding that level pretty strong. It was holding this 286 level very strong. And if you notice something, right, you got support right here clearly because it's having a hard time breaking under. But if you look just the previous day, it was previously resistance, right? So this resistance level became a new support level. So you know what I did? I was like, you know guys, I like Microsoft. It's showing a lot of strength right here at 286. I'm gonna go ahead and hop in call options, right? I bought like 70 contracts and I hopped in call options. I don't know which candle it was exactly. It might have been this one or this one, I'm not sure. But I hopped in calls. I was like, guys, my stop loss is under 286. As long as we don't close under 286, I am in this trade. And as you can see, we never closed under 286. We look pretty good, or we might have closed under here, I'm not sure. But I know my stop loss was a close under 286. This next candle was probably the worst candle out of this, consolidation phase. But as you can see, we went bullish, and then you can see where we got stopped up at this resistance level, right? At this 288.70 resistance level. But it was literally the same exact thing. I like to play patterns. I like to play, support and resistance levels. And this was a perfect example of playing levels, right? This was a demand zone. You can see SPY did the same thing. SPY sold off. It found a bottom. It reversed, right? Microsoft sold off, found a bottom, reverse. Plug sold off, found a bottom, reverse, right? So I'm playing, like, I like to keep the game as simple as possible. You guys know this. Based on my other videos of other market breakdowns. But as you can see, we had Microsoft. We stayed in the play. I want to say I know for sure I got out on this candle right here because we were approaching this resistance level, and as you can see, it ended up coming back down. But even look on the flip side as well, just really quick, right? Just how the price found a bottom, the price found a top too. This is already a resistance level for them. But look right here, the price 4 times, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times, tried to break this 288.70, but it couldn't. So you know what I would have done? I got out the play and moved on. But if I was paying attention or paying more attention, I would have been like, guys, look at Microsoft puts now. I'm gonna enter puts, and if it breaks above 288.70, I'm out. But right now, it's having a very hard time breaking this level, and it's previously been a resistance level. So I'm going to play the downside, and obviously it would have been a really good move. But you know what? This is a really good play right here. We caught all this upside, super solid, super easy as well. We understood the risk, we understood, and we were able to get a nice reward as well. So that's all I got. This is just a really quick breakdown. Hopefully that made sense. If you have any questions about this, leave them in the comments below, and I'll try to answer them. If you want to join my trading group, definitely check us out at tradewithisaac.com. The link will be down below, and I will see you guys in the next market breakdown video. Have a good one. I suck with these closers.